a nurse shortage is because these girls are getting degrees for a bag.
In the phone.
They have no empathy, no sympathy for nobody. Then their attitudes are stink as hell. And then they quit because nurse life is not what they thought. They thought nurse was going to be, oh, I'm going to walk around in cute little scrubs with Crocs on and get a $3,000 check. And then when they realize they actually got to help people, now they want to quit. Now they want to go be a bottle girl. Now they want to go do lashes. My head is so fucking big. Oh my God.
Father, forgive us for living while all my homies stuck in prison, barely breathing, believing that the world is a prison. It's like a ghetto we can never leave, a broken rose giving bloom through the cracks of the concrete. So many other things for us to see, things to be. Our history so full of tragedy and misery. To all my homies never made it home, the dead peers I shed tattooed tears for when I'm alone. Picture us inside a ghetto heaven, a place to rest, finding peace through this land of stress. In my chest I feel pain coming sudden storms, life full of rain in this game, watch for lead thorn. Our unborn never got to grow, never got to see what's next. In this world full of countless threats, I beg God to make a way for our ghetto kids to breathe. Show a sign, make us all believe, cause I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, that's a good angle right there.
What up, Nurse Gang? What up, TikTok? So I was actually tagged in this video, and so I went and I looked at the video, and the young lady who made the video, she works at a gas station, Inner Circle. Is that something down south? I don't know. She doesn't have a southern, I don't know. Inner Circle, it's a gas station. Because she was advertising like you can get money off gas, whatever.
This is a fair assessment of anyone to make who does not work in healthcare. You work at Circle K.
That is elitism at its finest. That is classism at its finest, okay? It's crazy to me that a patient gives her viewpoint of being mistreated by a nurse, and you guys get into a fury about that situation to the point where you guys start calling Special K and calling the CEO, leveraging a lawsuit if they don't get her fired.
The only reason it's a nurse shortage is because these girls are getting degrees for a... Thank you so much, Morgan, for getting me fired from my job. Little Miss Circle K no longer is Little Miss Circle K because you and your followers, yeah, you didn't think corporate was going to give me your name. You and your followers decided to call Circle K and threaten to sue them unless I got fired.
Is this what they want us to do? Your mother ain't shit.
These girls are getting degrees for a bag. They have no empathy, no sympathy for nobody. Then their attitudes are stink as hell. And then they quit because nurse life is not what they thought. They thought
Nobody on Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter's internet is going to make me feel bad about choosing a profession that I would get paid for well in this economy. What I'm going to do is say that this nursing shortage is about anything else but nurses getting tired of being used, overused, and underpaid. And I don't even feel like this is a fair assessment of anyone to make who does not work in healthcare. You work at Circle K.
2 cents in on the subject at hand. First of all, Circle K has a point. As a nurse, empathy and sympathy is missing in a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all come with nasty attitudes. You're mean to your patients. You're mean to your coworkers. It's just a very mean girl, mean vibe setting sometimes. Some of these nurses don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to communicate, and you can tell that y'all grew up in either households or settings where you were like talked to or talked at instead of communicating properly. You can tell. Nursing is so broad. If you aren't happy in the setting you're in, you don't like it, you don't want to do it, there's so many other ways to get your bag, and there's so many other things you can do. But to be like mean and miserable and go somewhere, that mean girl stuff, not cute. I've been put in so many situations, and I've broke down, and I've cried, and I've questioned if I got in the right profession, and I felt unappreciated, and I felt the racism, and I felt the, questioning of my competence, or if at the end of the day, this is what I chose to do to fund the things that I really want to do in life. Also, I feel like another thing that's got me far is, I don't care. Titles, yes, they're important, and yes, you work hard, you go to school, you get your titles, but I don't treat people differently based on their title. I treat everyone with the same respect, from the janitor to the CNAs to the MP, MD, whatever. It's physical therapist, whoever's in the building, speech therapy, whoever. I treat everybody the same. I don't know. We're all people. We're all human. You don't have to make someone feel less than or belittle them to prove a point.
Y'all have the most vile things to say about nurses every time y'all come on this app. We don't talk about the nurse burnout, new grad burnout. Do you know how many nurses leave the profession after 6 months of being a nurse because of low pay, burnout? We literally sometimes have 6 patients at a time, not talking about how many turnover there are in a shift. But y'all are so focused on what nurses want to wear when they go to work, how they look when they go to work, what they expect when they go to work.
The cute little scrubs or Crocs on and get a $3,000 check. And then when they realize they actually got to help people, now they want to quit.
Like, what? Let's talk about it. Who doesn't pick a job because they have to provide for their family and needs to know how much they make in order to provide for their family, or to do nice things like go on trips when you have vacation time?
Then they fire her because y'all got your pennies in a bunch because she gave her point of view, an accurate point of view of how a lot of some of y'all nurses be. A bunch of y'all be mean girls who don't care about patients, don't care about their well-being, only here for the cash. And that is a perfect example of why she made her video, and you made a perfect example of making this video. It's sad to me that a bunch of black women came together to get another black woman fired from her job. You know what I'm saying? Because she gave an opinion that was accurate about how you guys mistreat your patients. That is crazy.
Damn, damn, damn! You're tough on life, yes you are, but not when you're outside. No, 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 no. When you're in person, you don't say nothing. You're scary, oh you're scary, yeah. You know you'll get knocked out. Really know you'll get knocked out. You were in a nectar, that's all you are. You better watch your mouth. You better watch your mouth.
And this just proved my point that y'all are bitches and y'all don't need to work with the public. What is...
Now, why y'all acting like y'all don't know what she mean? Nurses are in the helping profession. So, yeah, like everybody should have good customer service and be kind. But especially if you in the helping profession. That's like, I'm going to have my LCSW soon to be a clinical therapist. Oh my God, who would want to come to me if my attitude was bad, I just did not give a fuck, and I was only there for a check? Like, you can tell when somebody only there for a check and they there because they care. Like, helping professionals is literally, I don't know if y'all know, but it's literally in the code of ethics. Like, it guides you on how to behave. So being rude or just coming there with a badass attitude and just kicking your feet up like, well, I'm just here for the money, and you literally have no care for your patients or your clients or whatever, it shows. She is not, what, y'all, okay.
You're doing anything when it pertains to people's lives, livelihood, for money.
If you want to become a nurse because of job security, you want a stable income, you want to start out making a decent living wage, there's nothing wrong with that. Do not let anybody shame you into wanting to get into an industry because of how much it pays.
Or buy what you want or pay your bills. Do you not pick a job based on the pay? Do you not pick a job to make sure that you're able to provide for yourself? Like, it's giving mean girl energy. It's giving I didn't pass the TEAS test and now I have to go and make fun of nurses every time I get on TikTok. People come into the ER and spit on you, threaten you, bring knives into the facility. press the call button because you didn't get them a blanket when you're already taking care of a patient, trying to bring them back alive. You deal with patients dying. Yesterday, I had to bag a patient and I went into the break room and cried. But y'all are so focused on what y'all see on the outside or see negative experiences. There's so many black nurses being produced right now, and this is a good thing. There's only 12% of black nurses in the field right now. I'm just so tired of every time we come on TikTok, it's a new video about us being bad people. But tired of every time we come on TikTok, it's a new video about us being bad people. But
and yeah, I just don't enjoy it. It's not an enjoyable experience for me, and I don't like any of you.
During COVID, we were superheroes.
So, but the comments were interesting. There were veteran nurses in there who've been in the game a long time, basically saying that is true. What's she saying about new grad nurses? That they are in it for the wrong reasons. People are getting into nursing for the wrong reasons. And then, of course, the majority of people who are nurses were in there like, you're not even a nurse, you shouldn't be speaking on it, whatever, like you don't know what you're talking about, whatever the case may be. So I just wanted to tap in it, and I just chuckled when I looked at the comments, because one thing's for sure and two things for certain, and people are gonna really like understand this and realize this, that nursing, like, we really are a gang. And anytime somebody makes a post about nursing, I think they just don't expect, they really don't expect the wrath of the nurse gang to like come down and for them to have like hundreds of thousands of comments.
The only part that she got wrong was probably like the leading cause for why there's a nurse shortage. But everything else she said was accurate to the T, to the moment. So for you to go out there, you know what I'm saying, and come together and then levy a lawsuit to Special K for Special K to fire her shows us everything we need to know about you. You're an elitist. Thank you. Thank you, Morgan.
Absolutely did. And then these young bitches in my comments talking about that's not true.
Okay, I'm only speaking on this because I am 20, I am a new grad, and I did just graduate from nursing school, so I felt like it was important for me to speak on the situation. I worked as a server, fast food worker, and I worked as a cashier, so we all know that customer service is based around kindness, respect, and good communication. But I don't feel that bad customer service generalizes the nursing profession as a whole. I just feel like if you have bad customer service because you have bad people skills. The initial statement that this creator had made in a previous stitch that I can't stitch or duet myself because she turned them off was that the only reason for the nursing shortage is because nurses are trying to become more aesthetically pleasing or accommodate a luxury lifestyle. Now, in a conversation about most nurses' work performance, this may have been valid, but since we are talking about the reason why nurses are going on strike for being underpaid and overworked, your statement was false. So while being loud and wrong, if you're going to come on the internet with an aggressive opinion about a community that you are not a part of, please be prepared for the backlash that may come with that. In a series of videos that have hit my For You page, I've seen you refer to young nurses as bitches who only care about vacations and designer bags. So I'm only led to believe that this has nothing to do with anything that is factual, but more personal. Now, there's nothing wrong with working at Circle K. As I said, I worked as a cashier myself in plenty of customer service settings. But based on your responses, you are not credible enough to make accurate assumptions about the topic at hand.
My video upset you that much that you called and got me fired from my job. And you just proved my point that women like you don't need nursing degrees. Y'all really don't. Like, that's sick. That's like, I mean, I made y'all mad, but to call and get me fired is crazy. You know, a lot of people like, you make a lot of videos in your Circle K shirt, but corporate had already saw those videos. They said that a nurse, they felt offended by your post, Morgan, because they gave me your name, and then they stated that you and several other nurses called and threatened to sue them. What the fuck?
Nurse Talk is really we are a big part of like TikTok, and people make comments about nurse, and then but it always goes like this: they make one video about nurses, and then there's 3 more to follow up justifying why they said what they said or whatever, because they're being like attacked. Like, nurses are coming from, I've seen it happen across, like, nurses have we go in basically. So, and I think people realize like, wow. And we basically just have this, like with any gang. You know, we basically just have this like, stay out of the gang business.
And no, nurses are not rich, but the average nursing salary across the U.S. is $80K. Some states will make less, some states will make more, but I don't know too many jobs that's averaging those numbers that's not in the healthcare field and that's not in IT. People so quick to say, if it's not your passion or if it's not your calling, don't go in it, don't do it for the money. And do you know how many nurses who used to be teachers, who used to be psych majors, used to be business majors, went into nursing because they want to make more money and they're really great nurses? You know why they're really great nurses? Because it's a job. You get trained for it. You don't just wake up one morning and you know the signs and symptoms of hyper and hypoglycemia. You don't just wake up and know the assessment tool for a neurological deficit. You don't just wake up and see, oh, my patient is in BTAC. Let me look at their electrolytes. You get training for it. So if you want to go into the field of nursing because you want to make more money, go ahead. You're going to be a damn great nurse because you're going to get the training to be a damn good nurse. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to get compensated well for what you do.
And